All right, thank you for stopping in again. And this is one of the most infamous figures we'll have on any of these breakdowns, the xenomorph facehugger, right? This thing is known in countless of the, alien films and books and everything. Like, they talk about this thing, an integral part of the entire process, and really the most terrifying if you really think about it, right? The facehugger exhibits or is known for a relentless, instinct driven persona, individually, single mindedly focused on its mission to find and attach itself to a host. Now, it's very questionable what this whole host process is, right? Like, you're born from the queen into an egg. Like, are you still that egg? The egg that you implant, like, then you go and plant it, and another creature's born. Like, what? Are you a separate creature? Are you just made for that? Like, I don't understand what this thing is, because, like, as much as we don't understand it, it clearly has its own, like, despite not having complex emotions or the ability to reason, it displays an eerie sense of purpose. Like, this thing is going to get this thing done. And let me tell you right now, this thing obviously was born into just like hostility on hostility. Like, it is birthed from a creation to make the ultimate weapon. And it has remained, whatever else has changed, it has remained the delivery system for this. Well, okay, they have manifested other delivery systems, I will say that. But this is like the majority of the birds come from this simple organism here. And at some point, I'm assuming they cut it out. I'm not sure where that comes from. But what we do know is that a small arachnid-like creature with elongated finger-like appendages that extend from a central body. Its pale, leathery skin glistens under the light, typically appearing to be wet or very moist. It possesses a long, prehensile tail used for grabbing hosts. That tail is extremely important and remarkably strong. Like, you cannot take that tail off, right? The underside reveals a circular maw designed to attach onto the face of its prey, ensuring an unbreakable hold during attachment. Totally disgusting that it is really going into your mouth. There's no higher level of sexual, right, like, assault than this, right? We know what it's doing. It's going to put some alien skeet down your throat. That's what its mission is. Really? Like, who sat down and wrote this stuff? But whatever. I can't go back to that point, but I can just tell you why this thing is so deadly. Now, it doesn't use any kind of weapons, but it is strategic about fight. Well, it's just relentless. It's going to go after you repeatedly, and that is where the fight occurs. And it's a deadly creature because it still has acid blood. Like, the acid blood really counts once it's at this stage, because you cannot remove it at this point. And you see it's got like a form of exterior lungs, because once it gets into your body system, it shuts your consciousness down. It's breathing for you. It is regulating your body. So you're really, like, even removing this thing at this point is risky, man. It's a dicey. And I've even seen some people manage to yank them off, and it's still got that skeet down in the throat or into the chest to make that baby come through. So this thing, man, it is absolutely a terror. It is a terror. And then on top of it, right, it's just like they work in concert. They're very patient. They're very stealthy. They will totally wait. Who knows how long these things will hibernate, even outside of their, like, initial egg, right? So I've got it ranked at a 3. And let's think about that. That in itself, it's a 3. If you're watching this and you're a human, you're probably a 1, right? Let's just be honest. You're 1, it's a 3. So who do you think is going to win most of the time? Yeah, exactly. That 3 is going to take you, the 1, out of the mix, right? Even the Black Widow is only a 2, as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, that's talking about the relative power of the xenomorph facehugger, which is just a galactic menace. If you see these things, you're probably not going to make it out. Like, maybe if you roll, like, this is a reason to roll around with a mask on. Like, absolutely. If I'm any kind of adventurer or hero, I'm keeping my nose, my mouth, my ears, any orifices, I want those things closed up, because, and it's a face hugger because face hugging is easy. What if it can't get to your face, but it can get to some other orifice? What does it do then? So there's always problems with this thing. Whatever it is, we just want to avoid it altogether.